Hey Social Family, this is MzzEmpressTee back with the Cosmic Tea. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, what's really good? Okay, so we're gonna get right into it, fam. I'm coming with a message that Spirit has placed on me. Okay, so I came across this video by Brother Yosef. Shout out to him. Okay, he was breaking down the mystical path versus the magical path, and we're gonna get right into this. Okay, first off, 1923, that can be in significance as well, something about blocks and slow ups. All right, so the mystical path, it's all about going within, nothing external, all within. So manifesting everything from within, all internal power. That is what the mystical path is about, okay? Mysticism, you become the tools you need to grow. You become the tools, not the tools outside of you. You become the tools you need in order to grow. Everything you need is inside of yourself. And this is one of the things that I push heavily throughout the other readings, the other messages that I have on my channel. Okay, also even on my TikTok, MzzEmpressTee. Okay, going within, fam. The power, the power resides within you. And we're going to get into the magical path, because the magical path, I'm not against that path either. Because for me personally, I use both. I use the mystical path and the magical path, okay? Some people only use the mystical path, some people only use the magical path, all right? But for me, I use both. But we're going to get into the magical path, okay? But for the mystical path, it's all about that internal drive, that internal power. Okay, so like meditating, doing yoga. Okay, for example, okay, mystics, they cut their self from society. Okay, mystics disconnect from society. They feel like they need to disconnect in order to grow. And I know that's why I know I'm a mystic, because that was one of the things that the Most High Divine led me into isolation, and through isolation I elevated. Okay, I elevated, and I definitely started tapping into magical things. However, within divine timing, it's I started off on a mystical path, and my mystical path led me into my magical path. Okay, having that balance. Okay, I am a Libra sun, having that balance, balancing it out. Okay, so let's get more into it. All right, so um they look for source within. Okay, they are the rebels. They go against society. Okay, they are in control of their self. Mystics, in control of their being, understanding that everything is internal. Okay, and when you can control your internal, you can control your external. So they realize that they don't need external elements to manifest and to maneuver things in their life. They understand that they can do this from within, and from within it will start to externalize. Okay, it will start to externalize. Okay, but see, being a mystic, it requires patience, it requires time, whereas with magic, if done properly, you can speed things up. But see, with the mystic, this is all internal force. But I always say this, it's more powerful when you fully gear into it, when you fully rev it up and poof, shoot off. So that internal power is real when you charge it up. You understand? All right, so let's continue on. All right, hold on. Let me look at my notes. All right, so let's talk about the magical path. The magical path uses the elements, which is fire, earth, water, and air. okay, to get what they want. Magicians change the world around them. So magicians is about changing their external world, okay? Where mystics are about changing their inner core, their inner from the core, the internal from within, changing a world from within, okay? Being a magician requires tools outside of you. 939, okay? A magician requires tools outside of you. All right. 385 can be insignificant as well. So examples: altar work, divination, ritual, spell work, working with deities, exercising your power, using talismans, amulets. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about me for a second. So like I'm into altar work. I have an altar, but through time, I was guided to it. Everything, even I mentioned in one of the last videos I posted, I don't tap into nothing that spirit doesn't like. Spirit has to direct me because sometimes, see, with magic and getting into these earth elements, sometimes individuals be tapping into shit they have no business tapping into. They have no business. They're not even ready for. Like, I know I'm gonna get more skilled as time, but see, I'm allowing my ancestors to guide me. I don't work with deities. I work with my ancestors. My ancestors, okay? That's who I work with. So working with your ancestors and the elements is like the basis of magician work, of magic work, okay? So understanding that, okay? So my thing was I started off on a mystic path, and going through my mystic path brought me into my magician path, where now certain things, spirit, my ancestors said, okay, you're ready for this now, you're ready for that now, okay? So all right, so then we have talisman and amulets, which is like used as heavy protections with magicians, but with a mystic, they are the talisman, they are the amulet. So for me personally, since I started off on a mystic path, even though now I may work with certain elements, I still go back to my source within any of my protection. I know my real power is within first and foremost. I understand that because that's how my journey started. And that may be how your journey has started as well. But this is a message for someone to understand the two. Like I said, neither one is bad. It's all in how it's being used. But for me personally, I use both. And I was, like I said, I was led into it. So me tapping into my divine power internally, now having an access and a dialogue with my ancestors and my spirit guides, now they're guiding. And when you allow them to guide you, then they can show you, okay, because your truth is not the next person's truth. That's why I don't go with, oh, well, if you use this and you do this and you do that, and then you could conjure up this. Nah, because that person using that remedy could be for their bloodline, that could be for with their ancestors, with what they're dealing with. It may not be the same, so you have to be very, very, very careful, especially dealing with magic, okay? Now, if your ancestors or your spirit guides lead you to a shaman, okay, to assist you, but that's when you're tapped in, when you have that strong intuition, when you have that strong dialogue with yourself, and that is with the mystic. So honestly, mystic, being a mystic, okay, is very important, okay? Understanding your internal power. That's like your first point, your first point of view. And everything else is secondary. But see, you have people that are magicians where they use only the external as their first point of view. Okay, and then you got people out here doing all type of things that they shouldn't be doing. Okay, got doing all type of things. Like, you could do good things with magic work, and you can do bad things with magic, okay? For me personally, I use it for good things, okay? I use it for better health, better prosperity, you know, for abundance, okay? For creativity, for self-love, okay? Tapping into my divine feminine energy, okay? So, but you have individuals that use magic in for all type of different things, okay? So that's why you have to be mindful of it, okay? So let me continue on. Let's see, because I have some notes here. So right, so you can tap into these elements, all right? These elements, which earth, air, water, and fire, to heal, okay, to send messages, okay, to communicate with animals. You can use magic for all type of things, okay? It's just what you're using it for, all right? So this is another message that Brother Yosef said, and it's crazy because this is something like I said, like I really been pushing. You know, we are in the age of Aquarius. This is the world that we are in now. This is where we going forward, the age of knowing, okay? And this is where he closed off. This is what he said. He said the world that we are going into, all is becoming mystical. And that makes so much sense. Really tapping into your divine true power. Okay? Magic is changing. It does not have the same power that it used to. 949. So you have, and it's so true, because you have individuals out here thinking that they casting spells and doing all kind of different type of wicked shit. But with this Saturn return, oh yeah, karma coming to play, honey. Karma is coming at the doorstep of these individuals, okay? Because it's not working. This is why you have to own in your internal power. No spells, no weapon form against me shall prosper. Ashe. You say that, okay? Know that you are the walking talisman, the walking amulet, the walking evil eye, and you are the shield, okay? You are the shield. You are the protector. Everything outside of you is secondary. The first power is within, okay? And it makes so much sense being that we are in the age of Aquarius, okay? So let me continue on. So I'm going to close it off with this. And this is what he said. What are you going to do when the earth elements does not have the same power, fam? What are you going to do? It's time to tap in. There is so much energy that is becoming accessible on this planet. Portals, vortexes. Do not be confused or fooled. The greatest power, the greatest intelligence is within you. It is within you, and I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue on this channel. It is within you. All right, so this is the message. If this has resonated, please like and subscribe. And remember, fam, self-love gonna save you every time.